Okay, here's the assembly for our Fiat Ducato Adventure Roof Rack. So I'm going to give you a quick step-by-step guide into the basic assembly of this. Just remember, don't tighten anything at this stage. Just once we get it on, get it fully assembled, and then we'll tighten everything up. So here we have the main mounting bracket. So we've got 8 of these. So here I have made just a quick, you can see it there, just very simple pin. These are very similar to what you've got on your roof. It's just for example, I haven't got a Ducato here to show you the fitting, so I'm just going to show you this way. Right, take one of these little plates, use one of the 20mm coach bolts, drop it through, get another one, drop it through, and then you slide it under the pin on your roof. Then you take this and have the angled pieces on the inside and this side facing the outside. Here we go. Drop it through. And then we'll just use a couple of nuts, spin them on, don't tighten at this stage, just leave it like that. Repeat 8 times. Okay, I've got the rack laid out with every part except for the uprights, which should now be on your roof. So the rear panel has the Baja logo at the rear. The rear quarters are squared on each end and slightly smaller than these front ones. And you can tell where the front is because you have this angle. And then process of elimination, you'll end up with this piece for the front. Okay, so we have these cross members as well. There's 2 of them in the kit. You can order some more if you want. Depends on how you're laying out your roof. And then this middle piece, you'll see it here. Important, this one. It's got to go through 3 pieces. So when we actually assemble it, we'll assemble it as the middle piece here and bolt through the 3 pieces of aluminium. Right, with these now fixed to your roof of your van, I'm just going to show you quickly how you mount them. So the locations will dictate already where these mount. So if I bring you over a little bit closer, drop you down. So you've got holes here and here, and here and here. They correlate to these holes that are already there. Grab one of the 20mm coach bolts, drop it in, and repeat 4 times. Now you will be doing this on your roof, so you need a set of ladders and preferably someone footing you. You can assemble this all on the floor and then take it up, but it's a little bit more difficult. You need very long arms, you need quite a few friends, so we've designed this so that you can assemble it yourself, one person, in pieces. So I'm not going to tighten these fully up yet. We'll do all that at the very end. So once you've done the near side front panel, move on to the near side rear. Same process as before. All the holes will line up, so you'll know exactly where to put the rack, and there should be a small gap between both of the front and the rear panel, and we'll get onto that part next. Okay, this is how it should look now. You'll have your near side panels mounted on, and we'll have this small gap just here Yep, we're going to insert a cross member now. Okay, so we've got our gap here, and we've got a cross member. Now we slide the cross member in, and having these at the top. Now what we're going to use is the 30mm bolts, and these should align perfectly through. It says that all 3 pieces of aluminium. Again, just finger tight for now, and we'll tighten everything up at the very end. Okay, next side. Okay, so now we're going to come on to the rear panel. So let me just put you down and let's show you what we're going to do. So I've got the rear panel here. You want to overlap this onto the back using 4 bolts. See how they line up? Let's get done. 20mm coach bolts as before. Proper 4 in. And spin it up. Again, don't fully tighten, just finger tight for now. And then repeat on the other side. With the front, we've got 3 bolts, 3 bolts. Same again, 20mm coach bolts. Let's get it done. Okay, so the rack should be all assembled now. What we'll have next is we'll give everything a nip up, and then we've got the cross members. Okay, all you need is a 10mm socket. If you haven't got a 10mm socket, take a 10mm spanner. And then for the longer 30mm bolts, they're not coach bolts, so for the heads you're going to need a 4mm Allen key. That's all we need to assemble this. So let's go and nip it up. So the last things to fit are the cross members. So if I flip you around. So these have multiple mounting points on top, and you can locate them in several different spots across the van. So if you look to the bottom of the bracket of the roof rack, you've got these square holes. Yep. When you are fitting at the beginning, always make sure that these are at the bottom and the long slots here are at the top. and then all you do is drop in. You can come from the top or the bottom, and then just bolt them up. Simple. And there we have it, the full rack. So on the front here, you've got holes, 6 of them all the way along. You can either fit the large, I think it's a 42-inch LED light bar, or individual spotlights. You'll notice you've got 2 holes because the secondary hole is for your cable to run through the back. And then you can get your hand in from underneath and bolt them up. Across the top, you've got different mounting points for different types of locking fixings, and they run all the way along the top. And the final thing is, you'll see on several locations, I can get this down so you can see it a little bit better, some holes quite close together, square ones. Now these are your awning bracket mounts. So if you have a Fiat F45 awning, we'll see it again in the middle here. These are where you mount your awning to. So aluminium faceplate goes on there, and then you just hook the awning straight over the top. Really simple.